Let us start. Let us look into our materials. You need your pencil, art book, oil pastels, a tissue or a table napkin, something to scratch your oil pastels. I'm going to use the back of this brush. And if you have a fork, if you have a popsicle stick or a palette knife, that would work too. So again, pencil, art book, oil pastels, a tissue, and something to scratch your artwork. Today, we're going to use the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and black, white, plus brown and orange. Find the colors of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, black plus white, and brown and orange. Prepare your materials. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw 3 rectangular shapes here and 6 square shapes on this side. So first we will draw 3 rectangular shapes. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to draw 6 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to use a ruler, it's up to you. It doesn't have to be like a perfect rectangle or a perfect square. Okay, the part here, what we're going to do is what we call blending. So I'm going to write here the word blending. You can write the word blending if you like. We will use one color. I'm going to choose red. You can choose any kind of color that you like. If you want to use a color that is not in the primary colors, then you can choose from any colors that you like from your oil pastels. For this demonstration, I'm going to show you, I'm using color red. And when we are blending, we start with a dark color first. We're going to blend red and white. Okay? So we will start with red because red is a darker color between red and white. We will have a heavy pressure. Remember, heavy pressure is coloring hard, and then as you go to this side, it becomes lighter and lighter. So one side will be heavy pressure until it goes light and light. We will start having heavy pressure on the left side going to the right. Okay, heavy pressure and then light, light, light. Ready? Heavy pressure, you can see the heavy pressure. You can see the red, it's so nice. And then when it comes to the middle, make your fingers lighter, 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 until you don't see anymore, like this. Then you will use your white. Make sure your white is clean. If it's not clean, then you can wipe it with a tissue like this. And then start from the edge here, going to the left. Before we start from the left, going to the right. Now we start from the right, going to the left. Having heavy pressure here. You can do a circling motion like this, or just straight up and down strokes. And then, as in the middle, it goes lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. Do you see how the red blended into the white? Now, let's blend this color, red, to black. Okay, you can use any kind of color that you like. So between red and black, which is the dark color, now this time it's the black color. So I'm gonna put dark color here, going here from left to right. starting with black, heavy pressure, and then when it goes to the middle, it becomes lighter, lighter, light as a feather, and until you cannot see anymore. And then I will start with red, from right to left. Heavy pressure, and then in the middle it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. There. Now we see here how we are able to blend the black towards a color. Okay, we blended a color towards white, black towards a color. Now we're gonna use these three. Okay, blending black with red with white. First, we will start with the darker color, next darker color, and last white. So what we'll do, we will have black here, heavy pressure, and it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter until it reaches the middle and you stop. Then for the red, instead of starting here on this side, we will start here on the middle here. The middle of the black is here. And then have a light stroke going to the black like this. And light, light, light. Go back to the middle and go to the right. Now this time having a lighter stroke. Going here to the right, light, 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 until you notice it. It's no more. Next, we're gonna use white. This time from here to the right, going to the left. Heavy stroke. As you go to the left, it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter. Now we're able to blend black with red with white. This is called blending. The next step is layering. On these two squares here, we will make layering. You can write the word layering if you like. So layering is like a medium pressure. For example, I want to have layers of red and yellow. My yellow is quite dirty, so I'm gonna wipe it with tissue. There. So first, I'm gonna use red as the first layer. Okay? I'm gonna color it first layer as red. And then I'm gonna color over yellow. On the square here, instead of starting with red, I'm gonna use yellow. And then red. Do you see some difference? If you choose red first, then yellow, or yellow first, then red? What would you prefer? And how do we use this kind of layering technique? If we're gonna make a long stroke, or for example, if you want to make some trees or some grass, we can use this layering technique. Now, I'm gonna show you a sample layering technique having a long stroke using this brown and orange. Wherein I'm gonna put long strokes here and here. So heavy strokes here first, long strokes. It becomes lighter as it goes to the center. And then heavy strokes here, and then lighter as it goes to the center. Heavy stroke, lighter stroke, heavy stroke, lighter stroke. And then I'm gonna use orange. Orange from left to right. This is creating texture. So it may look like a tree. See? And then here, I'm going to use yellow and blue, where I will start with yellow, and I'm going to make long strokes. This is also a layering technique. Okay. Now, I'm going to use blue. Do you see? The blue turning into green. I'm going to put over yellow. And we can see it's like a grass. Do you see the effect? And then I'm going to layer again some blue. Now we have like a grass effect, like a tall grass, using long strokes and layering. The next step here is going to be pointillism or stippling, which means I'm going to use red and yellow. Stippling means making just dots like this. Okay. And heavy pressure for here, just like this one, means if you want the color to be lighter, you have to make the distance of the dots farther apart, like this. And then yellow here, close to each other, and then farther apart. If you see how I mix it with here, with the red, stippling, you will see a nice effect here. You can even use orange. Stippling works best if you use more colors. And then I'm gonna go back to yellow. And on this part here, I'm gonna make brown and red. You see how we made dark color going to light color using brown, red, orange, and yellow. Now the next step, on this side, we are going to use scratching technique. So put heavy pressure onto the square, like this, and then you can start to scratch. Okay, for example, you just scratch your artwork. And we are finished.